Welcome to the W. I'm Stephen DiNapoli.
And I'm Isaiah Rivera.
In this month's episode, we focus on what is newsworthy. We discovered that news is designed to report and spread knowledge on a subject that is currently affecting people.
It's what's happening now, news that people want to know about, whether it's global, national, local, political, or general interest. There are 5 top categories producers use to determine if an item is newsworthy. They are trends, timeliness, relevance, prominence, and human interest.
This month, we focused on things like Halloween candy, fashion trends, home safety, sports news, and global conflict. Life-changing accidents can happen to anyone. Here's James Miele talking about Cleveland Browns tight end David Njoku and his sudden burn accident.
What's going on? I'm James Miele from the W. Cleveland Browns tight end David Njoku is using a burn accident to help inspire other burn victims. Njoku suffered severe burns to his face and arms after this accident at his house, but now he's turned this negative into a big positive by sharing photos of his burns on his face and arms to help raise awareness for other burn victims. According to the Associated Press, Njoku suffered these burns on September 29th, 2 days before the Browns played Baltimore. Despite his injuries and being in extreme pain, Njoku played the Ravens that Sunday and had a team-high 6 catches. According to People magazine, Njoku is sharing an Instagram post that he was launching a line of t-shirts decorated with graphics of himself arriving at the stadium with an alien mask called The Stand. A portion of the money made from each sale will be donated to the American Burn Association. Additionally, he told the press, "I understand firsthand how suddenly life can change due to a burn injury, and I want to use my platform to help bring awareness to this issue. I hope to provide resources to support burn survivors and their families." He also said, "We really push ourselves a lot to strive to be great, so little burns are going to do nothing to stop me. I hope we can all be inspired and push ourselves to overcome obstacles and stay positive, even when life gets hard." Back to you at the anchor desk.
Want to get to know your new athletic director? Here's James Maxwell introducing Mr. Bauman.
Hello and welcome to the W. I'm senior reporter James Maxwell, here with our new athletic director, Mr. Bauman. Now, Mr. Bauman, I have a couple questions, so let's get started. What school were you at before Westlake?
Thanks, James. So before coming to Westlake, I was at Massworth High School for 4 years. I taught phys ed, health, weight room, and I also coached basketball and volleyball. While I was at Massworth, I also was coaching college at Queensborough for a year and a half, and then at Queens College for a year.
How many years have you been an athletic director?
So this is my 4th year as an athletic director. I spent 2 years in the Upper West Side at a 6 through 12 school, developing all the athletic programs there. Then a year as an athletic director over at Massworth, and now I'm currently here at Westlake.
What do you think about our new renovated campus?
So I'm truly impressed with all the renovations here at Westlake. I think it really now provides more opportunities for our students to excel and perform, whether on the turf or on our courts. It's exciting to see the use of our Jumbotron, our press box, the new floors and the design, so kids can now truly be proud of the Westlake logos and all our school spirit that we have. So not only do we have the current renovations, but we are finishing on our baseball fields, our upper grass fields. We also have the weight room getting renovation where new equipment is coming in. I think it's a really exciting time to come here at Westlake and be able to enjoy and provide these opportunities for our students to use our great facilities.
How are you liking Westlake's atmosphere?
The atmosphere here at Westlake's been tremendous. It's truly exciting to be a part of. The enthusiasm, the amount of school spirit, the sense of community. One thing that's been great to be a part of is when I walk through the halls or the fields, students shout my name out, give me high fives, makes me really feel a part of what's going on here at Westlake. Another exciting piece was pep rally. I haven't seen anything like that. And so the amount of excitement, kids jumping out onto the court, getting involved in all the activities, truly made me feel special and grateful to be here, and was something I was looking for when searching for these opportunities to be an athletic director.
How do you feel about the culture around all the Westlake sports?
So how do I feel about culture here at Westlake and our teams? I think there is a strong amount of commitment to want to do well and succeed. I think the players care about each other in the groups and teams that I've met so far. And my goal is to help build that and strengthen that even more than what we already have. What students feel proud about, I want to make sure that it is felt across all levels, from varsity to JV to modified, and make sure that our parents are included in that same support. One interesting thing that was mentioned is that how many generations have come through Westlake. And to me, that is really special. And I'm excited to be a part of it and see it grow and see future generations come through here with the same amount of pride.
Chase Sorby welcomes our new assistant principal, Mr. Brady, to Westlake High School.
Hello, my name is Chase Sorby, and today I'm here with Mr. Brady, asking our new assistant principal how he likes our school and how different the culture is here. So, Mr. Brady, how do you like Westlake High School?
I love Westlake High School. So far, so good. Everyone I've met, students, staff, teachers, everyone has just been super polite, very welcoming, always there to share a kind word. So overall, the culture and climate of the school and the district has just been overwhelmingly positive in my experience, and first impressions so far have been very good.
What school were you at previously before Westlake?
So prior to coming to Westlake, I spent 3.5 years at Woodlands High School. Prior to that, I was in Mount Vernon City School District for 7 years. And then prior to that, I was down at DOE in the South Bronx for 6 years.
How different is the culture here at Westlake compared to your old schools?
I think the school spirit is overwhelmingly strong here. The amount of merch that you guys all have, everything has Westlake on it. I think the school spirit's great. It's, you know, the first football game, all of the games that I've attended, soccer, just everyone's is really here to help support the kids in the school on a path to success. So it varies a bit from my last school. The sports teams weren't as good. Kids were all still great, parents were still great, but sports was not as heavily dominant, and school spirit wasn't as present as it is here.
How long have you been an assistant principal?
I have been an assistant principal for 5. This is going to be my 7th year as an assistant principal. I was a dean of students as well, and I was a principal of an elementary school for 2 years as well.
And what subject did you teach at your old schools?
Yeah, I taught 6th and 7th grade science.
Have you ever wondered which team in the NFL is the top 10? Well, here's Stephen DiNapoli with the Week 6 Power Rankings.
Welcome to the W. I'm senior reporter Stephen DiNapoli. And it was a tide-shifting Week 6 in the NFL with the 49ers statement win in the NFC. Who's better than the 5-0 team? That won't be officially tested until they meet Philadelphia in Week 13. But it's hard right now to go against the San Francisco 49ers that are firing on all cylinders. We're going to go over all the top 10 teams in the NFL Power Rankings on NFL.com. At number 1, we have who other than the San Francisco 49ers. They started off 5-0. They were the best team in the preseason rankings, and they're firing on all cylinders. They're number 1. Next up, in the second spot, is the Philadelphia Eagles. They had a big year last year, and they're doing good right now too. Also at 5-0, big game against the New York Jets next week, who previously they haven't lost to in 12 different meetings. And they're at 2. Sitting in the third spot is Kansas City Chiefs. Here's a stat for you. Running back Isaiah Pacheco has around 424 scrimmage yards, which is double than all-star tight end Travis Kelce. They're having a good season so far. Hopefully they keep it going. They're at 3. At number 4, we have the Miami Dolphins. They are speed, and speed. They have 7 out of the top 10 fastest touchdown plays in the year, and they are a dominant force with a lot of great receivers and great running backs. At 5, we have the Detroit Lions. With running back David Montgomery feeling a lot of touchdown runs, they are a very good team, and they are going to be good for the rest of the season. At number 6, we have the Buffalo Bills. So far, they've been a dominant force, and with very good outside linebacker Von Miller coming off the IR this week, they should be good for the rest of the season to have a great record and go far in the playoffs. At number 7, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. First, they were the first team to play 2 international games in one season, and now they're the first team to win 2 international games in one season. They're looking great so far. Hopefully they can keep it up. At number 8, we have the Dallas Cowboys. In their 2 losses against the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers, they have lost 70-26. If anyone I think's on this list that's going to go down in their rankings, it's going to be them. At number 9, I have the Seattle Seahawks. They're coming off their bye week this week, and they're not going to play a team with their winning record until November. This is a good time for them to get some W's and move on to the playoffs. At number 10, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This marks 3 seasons in a row for Baker Mayfield on a different team where he's won the first 3 out of 4 starts in the season. That concludes the top 10 NFL teams as of week 6. This has been Stephen DiNapoli.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight. It's a dangerous love affair. Who's gonna run this town tonight?
Yeah, I said it, we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance.
Break, Isaiah Rivera discusses the LOHA top 5 football rivalries rankings in Westchester County. This Friday night, Westlake Wildcats football against Valhalla Vikings at 6 o'clock right here on this turf. Come watch us ball out against crosstown rivals.
November 3rd, 6 o'clock, be there, be square.
Yo, it's Stephen DiNapoli here, and I got something to say. There's Westlake football playoffs happening today. I'm selling tickets you don't want to miss. The hype to action is going to be a pure bliss.
Touchdowns, tackles, and cheers in the stands, supporting our team with the ticket in our hand. So grab them quick before they're all gone and join the Westlake fam, and we'll party till dawn.
Hit us up if you want a ticket. Stephen DiNapoli,
Chris Calais at 1-800-888-4545.
W. I'm Isaiah Rivera in the Lower Hudson Valley. In Section High School, there are 59 teams that are divided into classes based on school size. All the teams in each class are rivals and are competing to be at the number 1 spot at the top in their class and progress through sectionals, regionals, and ultimate states. What's the fire of rivalry? Just playing the same neighborhood is insufficient. A healthy competitive balance is necessary for a genuine rivalry. The crowd is kept interested and excitement is fueled by legitimate back and forth and throughout the years. One of its biggest and most advantageous consequences for both parties is definitely being a part of rivalry-based competitive mentally, and rivalries instill innate drive and additional motivation that peoples both parties to strive for excellence. At number 5, Tuckahoe and Haldane. For a number of years, there have only been 2 Class D schools in Section 1, meaning that Tuckahoe and Haldane have a great deal of shared championship experience. With most of the stories going 2 ways, lots of points being scored, it's just another regular small school football game. They're a really physical squad. Westlake has faced them both for the previous 2 years to win. You really have to put up a battle with them for 48 minutes and hope that the scoreboard does the talking. Unfortunately, since they are in Class D, we won't be seeing them in the playoffs. At number 4, Nanu and Pearl River. This one started in 1961 and continued for 4 years before ending in 1983. Although Nanu has won the series by a wide margin, supporters of both teams swarmed the stadium, creating a vibrant environment for the best rivalry game in Rockland County. This season, Pearl River will be aiming to snap a 5-game losing streak versus the Golden Knights. Number 3. All sports are played between these 2 fierce rivals, and administrators frequently get anxious when Somers and Yorktown play each other. Delphine Extra Bleachers game. Due to the league's structure, COVID pandemic, they had only played once in the previous 3 years. That both clubs will finish the season unbeaten until their matchup in the regular season finale. At number 2, we got Stepanek and Iona. It would be hard to find a rivalry in New York State with the most competitive matchup right now. This one began in 1950, and these programs are now CHSFL powerhouses with major college talent on both rosters. Stepanek and Iona often compete for the same players before they put on the pads. The alumni have become highly engaged in recent years, so the intensity seems to grow each season. Last and not least, we have Ryan Harrison football. This rivalry is ranked the biggest rivalry in Section 1 in our area. This one checks all the boxes. They've been going at each other since 1929. This attendance is measured in thousands. Both programs have celebrated multiple state championships. The community involvement remains unparalleled. The lawyers were called in 2004 when the league structure prevented them from playing. Ryan Harrison are not in the same classification this year, but they opened the season against each other. This, quite simply, is an old school rivalry complete with bonfires, face paint, and reunions. These top 5 most competitive rivalries can be very bitter or very friendly. Every athlete needs a rival, no matter what sport they practice. It teaches the seriousness of competition and, most importantly, respect. A rival is someone you can need to compete for superiority with, or at least be equal in the same field of the activity. And yeah, thanks for watching. Back to you at the anchor desk. With up next, we have Mark Mastacchio with ways to keep your family and friends safe.
Do you want to keep your family and friends safe at all times? Hi, I'm Mark Mastacchio, junior reporter from the W. To protect your family and loved ones, I have some tips to keep your home safe and your family out of danger from invasions and burglaries. According to NYC.gov, the overall index for crime in January 2023 was up 4.1% compared to January 2022. Simple, obvious steps like locking doors and windows and installing a home security system are the biggest deterrents to home invasions. Here are some of the top home security tips as suggested by uberhomes.com. Number 1, consider purchasing a video system such as a Ring camera, ranging in price from $59.99 to $249.99 on Amazon. This allows you to see who is on your property and if they are a threat to your loved ones. Home invasion crime rates declined at a 25% rate after purchasing a Ring camera. Number 2, install a home alarm system like Ring or ADT. Number 3, add a deadbolt. Number 4, reinforce sliding doors. Number 5, secure garage and sheds. And number 6, finally, keep spare keys in a lockbox. This has lowered home burglaries by 22%. Simple, obvious steps like locking doors and windows and installing a home security system are the biggest deterrents to home invasions. When we follow these tips, on average, the yearly rate of home invasions and burglary is down 32% in New York. This was Mark Mastacchio, back to you at the W.
Having trouble picking out fashionable clothes for school? Junior reporter Brayden Lingeza is here to talk about the latest and most popular clothing trends for this year.
Welcome to the W. I am junior reporter Brayden Lingeza. Do you need help finding the newest clothing trends for this school year? I'm here to tell you about the most popular fashion trends for this year. While the brand Levi is most popular, oversized hoodies, sweatshirts, and long sleeves are on the rise with the cold weather approaching. According to thefashiontag.com, students are throwing on comfy graphic print sweatshirts and some relaxed fitting cargo pants for a day of classes. This looks cool in a super effortless way, especially when paired with sneakers and a beanie in cold weather. Nike is also the most important shoe brand, with footwear sales of $29 billion in the recent year. Nike is the clear #1 shoe brand on the market. While brands like Hey Dudes and Crocs have increased in sales, according to USAtoday.com, another popular footwear trend is cloud slides. These slides have different versions of soft shoes that are trending all over social media right now. These shoes have various color options so you can choose the color of your choice. They also provide soft and squishy soles so that it feels like you're walking on air to make a more comfortable experience for the customers. Finding the best clothes to yourself doesn't only make you feel good, but it also look good. So stay on top of your latest fashion trends this year. Back to you at the anchor desk.
We all have our favorite Halloween candy. Here's senior reporter Chris Calais, takes you through the top 10 favorite candies.
Hi, I'm student reporter Chris Calais, reporting from the W. When Halloween comes around, people think of haunted houses, costumes, scary movies, and trick-or-treating. One of the main reasons trick-or-treating is so popular is because kids get free candy, and who doesn't like free candy? So let's rank the best candy you could get on Halloween. Today, we're here to take you through my top 10 favorite Halloween candy that get me into the Halloween spirit. At honorable mention, we have Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Reese's Pieces. Even though some people might rank this candy number 1 on the list, for me it's not, only because I'm allergic and I never had it before. So therefore, it's on the honorable mention list. And at number 10, we have Nerds. Nerds candy ranks number 10 on the list because they are good, but they don't compare to the other similar candies on the list. They basically taste like eating straight sugar, but the pink and purple flavors is what made it on the list today. At number 9, we have Starburst. If Starburst only had pink and red flavors, it might have been a run at the top 5, but unfortunately, they have the yellow and orange flavors that just don't compare. At number 8, we got Candy Corn. Candy Corn is one of the most iconic candies on the list, and you can't make a list without it. It makes this list only because of the history, not its taste. Number 7, we got Snickers. Now, again, I'm allergic to Snickers, so I never had it, but they made number 7 because they have the best advertising campaign out of all the candies. Their commercials are the best ones out of them all, so therefore they're at number 7 on the list. Number 6, we got Hershey Kisses. Now, with their bright foil wrapping paper and their signature shape, it makes it fun to unwrap and satisfying to eat, so therefore they're number 6. Now we got the top 5. At number 5, we have the good old classic Hershey bar. It's the best chocolate bar because it's simple and the way the chocolate just melts in your mouth. Number 4, we got Skittles. Skittles are a flavorful candy with tons of sugar and a different variety of flavors. And number 3, M&M's. One of the oldest candies in the business. These colorful chocolate candies have been inciting us since their sweet creation in 1941. True to their slogan, they melt in your mouth and not in your hand. This is a good amount of chocolate inside, so you get more of that creamy chocolatey goodness and it'll melt on your tongue. Number 2, Kit Kat. Kit Kat launched in 1935. Kit Kats stand out from their other chocolate candies on the market because of their 3-layered wafer cookie covered in delicious, creamy chocolate that is fun to break and snack on. And now for number 1 on the list, Twix. Twix is the best of both worlds with the chocolate and caramel of the Snickers and the wafers of a Kit Kat. This mix of chocolate and caramel is so creamy and the wafer gives it just enough crunch. This combination is why Twix is simply the best candy out there. No matter how old I am, Halloween will be always one of my favorite holidays. Hopefully every household is stocking up on candy for trick-or-treaters. I hope everyone has a safe and fun Halloween. Back to you with the W.
Joey Casella has some unusual news to report. Trending on social media, aliens.
Welcome to the W. I'm senior reporter Joey Casella. Today we are talking about unusual nature and the topic of aliens. Aliens have been a big topic lately and over the news. According to News Now, a Las Vegas family claims to see aliens after several reports from something falling from the sky. According to the Metro Police, the family members all recall seeing 2 very large 9-foot, maybe 10-foot tall non-human life forms in their yard. One officer says, "I'm so nervous right now," in the video as he is preparing to drive to the house. "I have butterflies. I saw a shooting star and now these people say there's aliens in their backyard." These videos were also trending on TikTok of the incident. Also news coming from Reuters, Mexican journalists and longtime UFO enthusiasts shared scientific analysis and study results. His arguments prove the bodies are about 1,000 years old and not related to any known earthly species. This had the internet storming, but was lately debunked by scientists. These 2 tiny mummified bodies with elongated heads and 3 fingers on each hand, images of which were beamed around the world this week when they were presented to Mexico's Congress, are already debunked, perhaps a criminal stunt. Now I want to ask a classmate what he thinks on aliens. I am here with Isaiah Rivera. So Isaiah, with all the news I just shared, do you believe in aliens and why?
I do believe in aliens. And these aliens are being sighted all around Area 51. And I really believe in that. So, yes, I do believe in aliens.
Thank you. I am also here with Chris Calais. So Chris, do you believe in aliens and why?
I do, because I believe aliens helped us to where we got to today. They helped the Egyptians make the pyramids, and they, helped us get to space and all that stuff. So, yeah, I do. I believe in.
Thank you. I am also here with Stephen DiNapoli. So, Steve, do you believe in aliens and why?
I do believe in aliens because I think some of the stuff in this world just we didn't build that back in the day. It kind of just spawned here from the aliens. And I talked to my good friend Isaiah, and he said he's seen UFOs flying in his backyard before. So yeah, I do believe in them.
All right, thank you. Back to you at the studio.
The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is very tense, is creating global chaos. Nick Stratigakis is here to explain the conflict.
Welcome to the W. I am junior reporter Nick Stratigakis. As you may have already heard, the war between Israel and Palestine is very tense, with a lot of issues surrounding it. As the war progresses, civilians throughout the Middle East are negatively impacted every day. According to Reuters, the fighting between Israel and Hamas, which launched a surprise attack earlier this month, is the latest in 7 decades of war and conflict between Israelis and Palestinians. This has completely destabilized the Middle East. The conflict puts Israeli demands for security in what has long regarded as a hostile region against Palestinian aspirations for a state of their own. David Ben-Gurion proclaimed the modern state of Israel on May 14, 1948, naming the establishment of the State of Israel as a safe haven for Jews fleeing persecution at the end of World War II and seeking a national homeland. U.S. President Harry S. Truman recognized a new nation on the same day. Israel's enemy, Hamas, was founded in 1987 by Sheikh Ahmad Yassin, a Palestinian refugee living in Gaza. The U.S. declared Hamas as a terrorist group in 1997. In the Israeli and Palestinian society, the conflict had generated a wide variety of views and opinions with a large number of civilian fatalities. Minority of Jewish Israelis support a two-state solution with the Palestinians. Approximately 60% of Palestinians support armed attacks against Israelis within Israel as a means of ending the occupation, while 70% believe that a two-state solution is no longer practical or possible as a result of the expansion of Israeli settlements. With the most recent attack on a hospital in the Gaza Strip, the UN said an evacuation would be impossible without devastating humanitarian consequences. Gaza's largest hospital is in the north and will not be evacuated. We have nowhere to transport the patients to, its director said. Gazans are panicked, and some fear they will permanently lose their homes. Most of Gaza's population are refugees or the descendants of those who fled homes in present-day Israel in the 1948 war and were never allowed to return. According to AP News, the Israeli military said it struck 750 targets overnight. Israel's retaliation has demolished entire neighborhoods, displacing hundreds of thousands of people. Medics are overwhelmed, innocent lives are being taken every day, and the war is causing major chaos across the Middle East. It is extremely serious, partly because it is taking place on several fronts at once. Israeli police actions against Palestinians protesting home evictions, cross-border fighting between Israel and Palestinian armed groups in Gaza, marches from Jordan on the West Bank border, and violence in Israel's mixed cities, towns with significant numbers of Jewish and Palestinian citizens. Combined, these confrontations are well on their way to becoming one of the worst spasms in the recent history of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. However, continuing to attack the coastal strip is likely to keep feeding the nation's underlying tensions. This war is likely to continue for years to come and have a strong impact on the Middle East as a whole. Back to you at the Engle desk.
What's up? I'm James Miele. I'm a junior at Westlake High School here. I also play football and lacrosse. I also like working out and getting big in the weight room.
I love chocolate ice cream.
I value family, friends, and hard work. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you for watching the W. This has been Stephen DiNapoli
and Isaiah Rivera.
Stay tuned for our November broadcast where we look at current events.